Penal Code Chapter 37. Perjury and other falsification 531-12, 7:34 a.m. Warrant, at media party, minutes, or other document issued by a court of A. This state. B. Another state. C. The United States. D. A foreign country recognized by an act of Congress or other international convention to which the United States is. E. An Indian tribe recognized by the United States. Or F. Any other jurisdiction, territory, or protectorate to full faith and credit in the state under the United States Penal Code, Title 8. Offenses against Public Administration Chapter 37. Perjury and other falsification Sug. 37.01. Definitions. In this chapter, 1. Court record means a decree, judgment, order, subpoena, entitled Constitution. 2. Governmental record means A. Anything belonging to, received by, or kept by government for information, including a court record. B. Anything required by law to be kept by others for information of government. C. A license, certificate, permit, seal, title, letter of patent, or similar document issued by government, by another state, or by the United States. D. A standard proof of motor vehicle liability insurance form described by Section 601.081, Transportation Code, a certificate of an insurance company described by Section 601.083 of that code, a document purporting to be such a form or certificate that is not issued by an insurer authorized to write motor vehicle liability insurance in this state, an electronic submission in a form described by Section 502.153 I. Transportation Code, or an evidence of financial, http://www.statutes.legas.states.px.us/p/htm/pe.37.htm, page 1 of 12 Penal Code Chapter 37. Perjury and other falsification 531-12, 7:34 a.m. Responsibility described by Section 601.053 of that code. E. An official ballot or other election record. Or, F. The written documentation a mobile food unit is required to obtain under Section 437.0074, Health and Safety Code. 3. Statement means any representation of fact. Acts 1973, 63rd leg, p. 883. Says any document or other record with http://www.statutes.legas.states.px.us/p/htm/pe.37.htm, page 11 of 12 Penal Code Chapter 37. Perjury and other falsification 531-12, 7:34 a.m. 1. Knowledge that the document or other record is not a record of a court created under or established by the Constitution or laws of this state or of the United States. And 2. The intent that the document or other record be given the same legal effect as a record of a court created under or established by the Constitution or laws of this state or of the United States. B. An offense under this section is a class of misdemeanor, except that the offense is a felony of the third degree if it is shown on the trial of the offense that the defendant has previously been convicted under this section on 2 or more occasions. C. If conduct that constitutes an offense under this section also constitutes an offense under Section 32.48 or 37.10, the actor may be prosecuted under any of those sections. Added by Acts 1997, 75th leg, Chapter 189, Psych. 8. F. May 21st, 1990. Person who administered the oath. B. It is no defense to prosecution under Section 37.02, perjury, or 37.03, aggravated perjury, that a document was not sworn to if the document contains a recital that it was made under oath. The declarant was aware of the recital when he signed the document, and the document contains the signature of a public servant authorized to administer oaths. Acts 1973 is to be presented for filing a financing statement that the person knows. 1. Is forged. 2. Contains a material false statement. Or 3. Is groundless. B. An offense under subsection A1 is a felony of the third degree, unless it is shown on the trial of the offense that the person had previously been convicted under this section on 2 or more occasions, in which event the offense is a felony of the second degree. An offense under subsection A2 or A3 is a class of misdemeanor, unless the person commits the offense with the intent to defraud or harm another, in which event the offense is a state jail felony. Added by Acts 1997, 75th leg, Chapter 189, Psych. 10. F. May 21st, 1997. Psych. 37.11. Impersonating public servant. A. A person commits an offense if he 1. Impersonates a public servant with intent to induce another to submit to his pretended official authority or to rely on his pretended official acts. Or 2. Knowingly purports to exercise any function of a public servant or of a public office, including that of a judge in court, and the position or office through which he purports to exercise a function of a public servant or public office has no lawful existence under the Constitution or laws of this state or of the United States. B. An offense under this section is a felony of the third degree. Acts 1973, 63rd leg, p. 883, Chapter 399, Psych. 1. F. January 1, 1974. amended by Acts 1993, 73rd leg, Chapter 900, Psych. 1.01, F. September 1, 1911. Psych. 37.10. Tampering with governmental record. A person commits an offense if he 1. Knowingly makes a false entry in, or false alteration of, a governmental record. 2. Makes, presents, or uses any record, document, or thing with knowledge of its falsity and with intent that it be taken as a genuine governmental record. 3. Intentionally destroys, conceals, removes, or otherwise impairs the verity, legibility, or availability of a governmental record. 4. Possesses, sells, or offers to sell a governmental record. http://www.statutes.legas.states.tx.us/docs/pe/htm/pe.37.htm. Page 6 of 12 Penal Code Chapter 37. Perjury and other falsification 531 12 734 AM or a blank governmental record form with intent that it be used unlawfully. 5. Makes, presents, or uses a governmental record with knowledge of its falsity. Or 6. Possesses, sells, or offers to sell a governmental record or a blank governmental record form with knowledge that it was obtained unlawfully. B. It is an exception to the application of subsection A3 that the governmental record is destroyed pursuant to legal authorization or transferred under section 441.204 Government Code. With regard to the destruction of a local government record, legal authorization includes compliance with the provisions of Subtitle C, Title 6, Local Government Code. C1, except as provided by subdivisions 2, 3, and 4, and by subsection D. An offense under this section is a class A misdemeanor unless the actor's intent is to defraud or harm another, in which event the offense is a state jail felony. 2. An offense under Code Chapter 37. Perjury and other falsification 531 12 734 AM Sec. 37.101. Fraudulent filing of financing statement. A person commits an offense if the person knowingly presents for filing or causes to be presented for filing a financing statement that the person knows 1. Is forged, 2. Contains a material false statement, or 3. Is groundless. B. An offense under subsection A1 is a felony of the third degree, unless it is shown on the trial of the offense that the person had previously been convicted under this section on 2 or more occasions, in which event the offense is a felony of the second degree. An offense under subsection A2 or A3 is a class A misdemeanor, unless the person commits the offense with the intent to defraud or harm another, in which event the offense is a state jail felony. Added by Acts 1997, 75th leg, Chapter 189, Psych. 10. F. May 21st, 1997. Psych. 37.11. Impersonating public servant. A person commits an offense if he 1. Impersonate 1. False report regarding missing child or missing person. A person commits an offense if, with intent to deceive, the person knowingly 1. Files a false report of a missing child or missing person with a law enforcement officer or agency. Or 2. Makes a false statement to a law enforcement officer or other employee of a law enforcement agency relating to a missing child or missing person. B. An offense under this section is a Class C misdemeanor. Added by Acts 1999, 76th leg, Chapter 200, Psych. 3. F. September 1, 1999. Psych. 37.09. Tampering with or fabricating physical evidence. A person commits an offense if, knowing that an investigation or official proceeding is pending or in progress, he 1. Alters, destroys, or conceals any record, document, or thing with intent to impair its verity, legibility, or availability as evidence in the investigation or official proceeding. Or 2. Makes, presents, or uses any record, document, or thing with knowledge of its falsity and with intent to affect the course or outcome of the investigation or official proceeding. B. This section shall not apply if the record, document, or thing concealed is privileged or is the work product of the parties to the investigation or official proceeding. C. An offense under subsection A or subsection D1 is a felony of the third degree, unless the thing altered, destroyed, or concealed is a human corpse, in which case the offense is a felony of the second degree. An offense under subsection D2 is a Class A misdemeanor. C1. It is a defense to prosecution under subsection A or D1 that the record, document, or thing was visual material prohibited under http://www.statutes.legas.states.tx.us/docs/.
It's an electrical issue, not a water issue. I can understand with the water issue. That was in the other guy's name. That was in the one of the owners' names.
Yeah. Well, the water was involved too because the water was contaminated.
How was the water contaminated?
So the water is also involved.
Oh yeah, sure, the water's involved, but the contamination's happening through the ground on the way to the house. that's helped you, because I can show you a couple things, and you can just look at it, go from A to B to C to D to E to F.
And like I said, you have to be thankful to us. We'll appreciate that. But otherwise, we'll be with you.
Okay.
We don't have a problem.
Well, you don't have a problem with it? Oh, okay. You've already been there and inspected it.
Yeah.
And you had before pictures from the late September, right?
Yeah, so we have it in July, and I took some photos that was out on Tuesday.
Oh, you were just out there?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, I actually lost my wallet somewhere where I was in July, and I took some photos that was out on Tuesday.
Oh, you were just out there?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, I actually lost my wallet somewhere.
The pictures from September, right?
Yeah, so we have it in July, and I took some photos that was out on Tuesday.
Oh, you were just out there?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, I actually lost my wallet somewhere where I was inspecting the property.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, I actually lost my wallet.
Oh, you were just out there?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, I actually lost my wallet
September, right?
on Tuesday.
Oh, you were just out there?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, I actually lost my wallet somewhere.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, I actually lost my wallet.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, I actually lost my wallet somewhere where I was inspecting the property. I actually had more than enough chance to walk around the property to look for my wallet. Let's put it that way.
Listen, bring it to do me a huge favor. Do yourself a favor. Bring it to Jim.
The wallet somewhere where I was inspecting the property. I actually had more than enough chance to walk around the property to look for my wallet. Let's put it that way.
Listen, bring it to Jim. Do me a huge favor. Do yourself a favor. Bring a dust mask. At least get something halfway decent and Osh, and wear some earplugs. This is really important. Are included, and that was from the police, and it's spacious, and it's taken us about 10 days for it to, and then they become. Yeah, but when you go, are you planning to go out there today?